Yeah, west side. Drop the top down, feel that breeze. Hit the switches for 'em one time. Let's cruise. Down the boulevard, khakis crisp and clean, Chuck Taylors on the pedals, dipping through the scene, sun setting over palm trees, painting up the sky, but keep your head on a swivel when the G rides past by. Deep bass rattle in the trunk, shaking up the block. We don't need the heavy winter coats, just a ticket clock rolling through the swap meet, looking for the threads while the helicopter circling right above our heads. Sipping on the gin, pouring out a little drop for the homies that we lost before they reached the top. It's a different kind of jungle on the western side, where you represent your colors every time you ride. Welcome to the Wild West, where the Pacific breeze blows, bouncing on the hydraulics, that's how the story goes. From the valleys to the alleys, keeping it strictly G. Sunsets and the switches, California royalty. Yeah, the weather stayed perfect, but the streets remain cold. Living out the gangsta legends that the OGs told. High-pitched synthesizer whining in the ear, checking out the rearview, making sure the coast is clear. Three-wheeling round the corner, scraping up the street. Ain't nothing like a heavy West Coast bouncing beat. Ditch the subway tunnels for the open highway lanes, but the hustle and the danger, yeah, it all remains. Rolling up the chronic windows, hot boxing the whip. Everybody got a piece, loaded on the hip from Crenshaw to Long Beach. The anthem stays the same, navigating through the madness of this wicked game. We just trying to catch a vibe before the night descends, trusting in the firepower, not the fake friends. Welcome to the Wild West, where the Pacific breeze blows, bouncing on the hydraulics, that's how the story goes. From the valleys to the alleys, keeping it strictly G. Sunsets and the switches, California royalty. Yeah, the weather stayed perfect, but the streets remain cold. Living out the gangsta legends that the OGs told. With the big breeze, nothing but sunshine and sirens out here. Keep the hands on the steering wheel, watch out for the rollers. Yeah. Pulled up to the diner, ordered up a feast. We out here living lavish, taming up the beast. Gold chains reflecting off the neon diner signs, reading all the local politics between the lines. This is how we operate, smooth and calculated. Every move we making on the map is elevated. So throw your neighborhood up high, let the fingers twist. Cross another smooth cruise right off the daily list. Keep it bouncing. West side forever. Hit the switch.
Dispatch. Suspect is headed south on the 110. Black 6-4, do not engage. Yeah. Right, catch me if you can.
Florida. Pushing the pedal down, dodging the traffic. The rear view mirror looking highly dramatic. Red and blue flashes right on my tail. I ain't going back to the county jail. Mashing the gas, leaving the trail of the smoke. This ain't a movie scene, ain't no time for a joke. Ghetto bird hovering, tracking my move, but I'm sliding the lane, staying right in the groove. Hitting the corner hard, scraping the rim. The chances of making it looking incredibly grim, but I got the Impala tuned up to the max, leaving the highway patrol far in the tracks.
High-speed pursuit on the western blacktop, running from the one time, refusing to stop. 100 miles an hour, burning the tread, trying to stay free, trying to stay ahead. Yeah, the sirens are wailing, the city's awake. How much of this pressure can a fugitive take?
Dayton spoke spinning, hugging the curb. Testing my reflexes, testing my nerves. Solo mission tonight, gripping the wheel, showing the system exactly how I feel. Spotlight shining bright right through the glass. I drop down the gear, giving them nothing but mass. Slipping through side streets, cutting the beams, waking the neighborhood out of their dreams. The 3-strike law got everybody on edge. I'd rather push it too far and go over the ledge. Swerving around the blockade, taking the grass. Ain't nobody catching this fiberglass.
Turn left on Florence. Cut through the alleyway. Kill the headlights. Hold your breath.
Lose them in the industrial zone by the port. I ain't planning to see a judge in the court. Stash the ride deep inside of an empty bay. Wipe the sweat off my brow, living another day. Listen to the choppers flying off to the east. Just another close call out, running the beast. Walk out the garage, sip up the coke. Nothing but a legend at the newspapers. High speed pursuit on the western blacktop. Running from the one time, refusing to stop. 100 miles an hour, burning the tread. Trying to stay free, trying to stay ahead. Yeah, the sirens are wailing, the city's away. City's away. How much of this pressure can a fugitive take? Fugitive take.
Lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em. West Coast survival. Lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em. Stay off the radar. Lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em. West Coast survival. Lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em, lost 'em. Stay off the radar.
Shout the shrink rap, homie. $10 a pop, support the local. Straight out the trunk to the streets. Let's get this paper. Waking up early, sun shining on the palm, putting on the Pendleton, keeping it totally calm. Loading up the cardboard boxes in the caddy trunk, stacked with the cassettes, heavy with the funky spunk. Rolling down the slots and securing my daily spot, setting up the folding table right in the parking lot. Ain't no major labels pulling strings behind the desk, just an independent player passing every single test. Lokes on my eyes, blocking out the morning glare, selling solid gold rhythms out here in the open air. Homies walking by, dropping 20s on the wood, taking independent flavors back into the neighborhood. We dubbing all the masters on the dual deck machine, painting up the perfect picture for the western scene. This is why me hustle, grinding in the Golden State. Golden State. Selling music from the trunk, manipulating fate, manipulating fate. We don't need a corporate suit, we don't need a pen, planting our own seeds, doing it all again. Yeah, the west side rhythm bumping out the speaker wire. Independent moves setting all the streets on fire. Afternoon hitting in the asphalt, getting warm, catching all the locals swarming like a summer swarm. Dude across the aisle trying to bootleg my whole style, selling fake dubs, hitting folks with a crooked smile. Had to step across the lane, look him in the face, told him, you disrupting the flow, what a sacred place. Didn't have to raise a hand, he packed up his little stand, knowing I got major weight across this western land. Grab a couple tacos from the vendor on the curb, listening to my own tracks, every single noun and verb. Hustling is an art form, painting with the melodies, creating my own lane, unlocking all the heavy keys.
Yeah, count it up. No barcodes, no middleman. Just pure rhythm.
Yeah. Sun going down, packing up the empty crates, stacking up the paper, moving on the bigger plates. Turn the ignition, let the V8 engine roar, knowing that tomorrow I'll be back selling some more. Cruising down the boulevard, window roll down low, hear a random passing car, bumping my own flow. That's the ultimate respect, better than a platinum plaque, knowing that the whole city got my independent back. This is why me hustle, running in the Golden State, in the Golden State. Selling music from the trunk, manipulating fate. We don't need a corporate suit, we don't need a pen, planting our own seeds, doing it all again. Yeah, the west side rhythm bumping out the speaker wire. Independent moves setting all the streets on fire.
Sold out for the day. Back to the studio tonight. West Coast.
Sunny afternoon, the grill is smoking heavy. Cutlass parked on the lawn, sitting steady. Dickies creased up. First pair of Cortez. listening to whatever the older homie says. Red plastic cups, neighbors walking past, hoping that this peaceful energy is gonna last. Folding tables set up right under the shade, talking about the moves and the money that we made. Slapping down a fire, reading every player's eyes in this California heat beneath the cloudless skies. A little trash talk echoing across the street, while the funky bass line matching up with the beat. Slamming balls on the power board, where respect is the ultimate and only reward. Yeah, the West Coast rhythm, keeping everything smooth. Bust a double six, watch everybody move. From the morning to the evening, it's a neighborhood thing, where the porch light profits in the block, veterans say. Uncle at the corner talking heavy trash, betting on the game with a little pocket cash. Somebody called a boneyard, shaking up his head. You trying to play me close? That's exactly what he said. Tension rises for a second, voices getting loud with the OG steps in and pacifies the crowd. Ain't no need for static when the ribs are on the fire. Keep it on the humble, ain't no need to take it high. Pass the hot sauce, let the electric guitar play. Just another classic scene on a beautiful day. The camaraderie is thick, unbreakable bond. From the driveway, concrete to the grass on the lawn. Yeah, skip my turn. I got this game right there. Rack 'em up again. Nothing but good vibes. Street lights buzzing as the evening settles in. Shuffling the deck just to do it all again. Moms flying around the yellow bulb on the porch, passing down the wisdom like a generational torch. Sirens in the distance, but they staying far away. We made it through the drama of a typical LA day. Fold the chairs up, put the dominoes to rest. Tomorrow we wake up and face another coastal test. But tonight we just chilling, feeling the breeze, navigating through the struggle with a gangsta Z. We slapping bones on the plywood board, where respect is the ultimate and only reward. Yeah, the West Coast rhythm, keeping everything smooth. Bust a double six, watch everybody move. From the morning to the evening, it's a neighborhood thing, where the porch light profits in the block, veterans say. Clean up the yard, man. See y'all tomorrow. Keep it peaceful. Beautiful day on the west side. Yeah. Sunday afternoon, the grill is smoking heavy. Colors park on the lawn. Said be steady. Dickies creased up, fresh pair of Cortez, listening to whatever the older homie sings. Red plastic cups, neighbors walking past, hoping that this peaceful energy is gonna last. Folding tables set up right under the shade, talking about the moves and the money that we made. Slapping down the fire, reading every player's eyes in this California heat beneath the cloudless skies. A Sunday afternoon, see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, it's like my turn. Yeah, see y'all tomorrow. We slamming bones on the plywood board. We slamming bones on the plywood board. Yeah, we slamming bones on the plywood board. We slamming bones on the plywood board. Yeah, keep the peaceful. We slamming bones on the bones on the bones on the. Man, pass a plate over here. I'm starving. I got the double blank. I'm starving. Yeah, beautiful day on the west side. Yeah, beautiful day on the west side. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Yeah. Sunday afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon, the grill is smoking heavy. Sunday afternoon. Sunday. Woo. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Sunday, yeah. Sunday afternoon, yeah. Sunday afternoon, yeah. Sunday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, yeah. Sunday afternoon, the grill is smoking heavy. Sunday afternoon, the grill is smoking heavy. Sunday afternoon. Smoking heavy. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Yeah. Man, pass the plate over here. I'm starving. Son, I got the double blank. I'm starving. Yeah, girl from day on the west side. Yeah. Sunday afternoon, the brother smoking heavy. Sunday afternoon. Yeah, Sunday afternoon, the grill is smoking heavy. Sunday afternoon, the grill is smoking. Sunday afternoon. 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 Yeah. Sunday afternoon. Sunday.
Yeah. There's thin up here. Look at the city lights down there, millions of them. Keep the engine running. Let the track breathe. Midnight elevation parked up on the crest. Santa and the winds blowing heavy from the west. Looking down at the grid, millions of neon lights, where the young soldiers claiming their territorial rights. Sitting on the hood of the heavy Fleetwood Lac. Got the plaid buttoned up with the solid black. Quiet in the canyons, just the crickets in the breeze. But down in the valley, it's a wicked disease. Listening to the mixed synthesizers on the tape deck. Keeping my composure, keeping everything in check. Waiting on the midnight rendezvous to materialize. Reading every shadow with my calculating eyes.
Hear those tires on the gravel. Watch the winding road. Keep the headlights off.
See a pair of high beams cutting through the dark curve, testing my patience, striking on a raw nerve. I flick away the roach, watch the orange ember fall. Standing by the cliffside, leaning on the stone wall. Tires crunching on the dirt, pulling to a slow halt. If this transaction goes sideways, it's my own fault. But the window rolls down, it's the partner from the bay, making sure the operation moving in a smooth way. He hands over the canvas bag, heavy with the paper stacks. We don't need to parley, we just dealing with the facts. Ain't no catchy hook to make the situation sweet, just a raw reality above the western street.
Counted twice in the dark. All hundreds, we solid. Pleasure doing business. Time to go.
Throw it in the back seat, turn the ignition key, heading back down to the madness by the sea. Taking Mulholland down, navigating every bend, knowing in this lifestyle you can rarely trust a friend. PCH stretches out right along the dark coast. I'm just a phantom in the night, moving like a ghost. The bassline vibrating through the floorboards deep, while the rest of the civilians safely fast asleep. Continuous hustle, ain't no breaks in the rhyme, just another silent chapter Drifter in the California crime. Let the instrumental ride, let the story fade away. Surviving in the shadows till the breaking of the day.
Yeah, back to the concrete. West Coast. No choruses, just truth.
Breathe fades out slowly to the wind.
Rolling to the late night spot under the neon glow, where the West Coast riders keep the pacing slow. 100 cars deep in the diner parking lot, trying to grab a bite before the block gets hot. From the club to the curb, we shining in the dark, leaving fresh tire marks right across the park.
Pulling up to the speaker, ordering the combo meal, gripping on the wood grain, navigating the steel. Got the Ben Davis shirt, button to the collarbone, pumping out the heavy bass, shaking up the zone. Everybody mad dogging, looking out the side glass, hoping that the tension in the atmosphere will pass. Females looking fly, leaning on the painted hoods, representing for their sections in their local woods. Smell of grilled onions, mixing with the sweet smoke. This the late night reality for the western folk. Just a peaceful gathering at 2 in the a.m. before the morning sun bring the daily mayhem. Got the gold wide wheels sparkling in the street lamp. Every single rider out here holding up their stamp, pumping up the air shock, sitting at an angle, trying to keep it cool. Ain't nobody trying to tangle. Waiting on the brown bag, passing up the dollar bills, looking at the mansion sitting high up in the hills. We just surviving in the valley on a different wave, trying to stay alive, trying to stay out of the grave. The speaker box crackles, handing me the extra fries, watching every movement with my calculating eyes. Put the ride and drive, slowly creeping to the exit. Another night survive, navigating through the flicks.
The late night spot under the neon glow, where the West Coast riders keep the pacing slow. 100 cars deep in the diner parking lot, trying to grab a bite before the block gets hot. From the club to the curb, we shining in the dark, leaving fresh tire marks right across the park.
Cruising down the avenue, eating on the leather seat, nothing but the whining scent matching with the heartbeat. Passing by the palm trees, waving in the ocean air. In the city of the angels, life is never playing fair. Turn the dial up, let the hometown station play, washing off the drama from another heavy day. Rolling to the hideout, watching the horizon glow. That's the only lifestyle that a western hustler know. Leave the diner far behind, fading in the rear view, writing out the legend of the dedicated few. Dedicated few, dedicated few.
Rolling to the late night spot under the neon glow, where the West Coast riders keep the pacing slow. 100 cars deep in the diner parking lot, trying to grab a bite before the block gets hot. From the club to the curb, we shining in the dark, leaving fresh tire marks right across the park.
Yeah, ladies run this side of the map. Turn the bass up. Room 213, don't be late. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Pulling up to the dusty lot, sun beating down, miles away from the center of the LA town. Drop top 5.0, candy apple red bandana tied tight around the top of my head. Walking past the pool, water looking green, just a West Coast queen. Stepping on the scene, got the K-Swiss lace denim cut off short. Handling the business out here on the dusty court. Dudes trying to holler, whistling from the balcony, but they ain't got the funds to even stand in front of me. Room 213, key sliding in the lock, holding down the western perimeter of the block.
It's the desert mirage, heat waves on the street, where the G-funk rhythm and the lady bosses meet. We
We don't play the passenger, we steering the ride. Got the heavy western attitude and infinite pride. Yeah, blowing indo, smoking to the ceiling fan. A woman with a vision, now smart than every man. Sitting on the mattress, counting up the green. Nothing but the palm trees out the window screen. Flip phone ringing, it's the contact from the bay, telling me the payload is finally on the way. I pop a piece of bubble gum, check the lipstick. Always moving clever, always moving super quick. They underestimate the ladies in this wicked game, till we leave them in the dust and we taking all the fame. Heard a heavy knock, tapping on the wooden door. Push the duffel bag underneath the motel floor. Look through the peephole, hand on the grip. I don't ever let the situation start to slip. This the desert mirage, heat waves on the street, where the G-funk rhythm and the lady bosses meet. We don't play the passenger, we steering the ride. Got the heavy western attitude and infinite pride. Yeah, blowing indo, smoking to the ceiling fan. A woman with a vision, now smart than every man. No vocals, just a heavy G-funk talk box and funky chords. Keep the engine running outside. Independent women making moves, never slipping, never folding. Swung the door open, grabbed the package from the plug. Gave a little nod, didn't even need a hug. Tossed him his percentage, told him keep it on the low. That's the only way a female hustler ever grows. Step back in the sunshine, engine roaring loud, leaving nothing but a heavy California cloud. Cruising down the highway, ocean in the view, doing what the boys never had the guts to do. Just another chapter in the independent life, sharper than the edges of a newly sharpened knife. This the desert mirage, heat waves on the street, where the G-funk rhythm and the lady bosses meet. We don't play the passenger, we steering the ride. Got the heavy western attitude and infinite pride. Yeah, blowing indo, smoking to the ceiling fan. A woman with a vision, now smart than every man. That's how it's done. West Coast ladies, keep riding. Yeah, yeah.
They crossed the line last night. Tie that rag tight, we rollin' now. Nobody disrespects the neighborhood. Let's take a ride. Sun drops down over South Central streets, loading up the heavy metal right beneath the seats. Rival crew came through and spray painted the wall. Now it's time to make a trip and pay a little call. Rags hanging out the pocket, repping for the zone. In this California warfare, you never ride alone. Grab the pump gauge hidden underneath the bed. Got 1,000 crazy thoughts running through the head. Ain't no talking it out, ain't no signing of peace. When the tension in the neighborhood refuses to cease, we pulling out the driveway, turning off the lights, preparing for the darkest of the western night. Welcome to the war zone where the color flags wave. Another young soldier headed straight into the grave. Hollow points flying through the summer evening breeze. Chalk lines drawn underneath the tall palm trees. Yeah, survival of the fittest on the rival turf. Trying to prove exactly what your reputation's worth. Rolling 4 deep in a tinted black Regal, doing what we gotta do, nothing here is legal. Creeping down they block, keeping everything quiet. About to spark a flame and start a full-blown ride. Spot 'em on the corner, hanging by the liquor store, throwing up the hand signs, asking for the war, heart beating out the chest, gripping on the steel. This the only way the consequences ever feel. Roll the window down slow, stick the barrel out, showing all the enemies what we all about. A sudden flash of fire lighting up the dark street, leaving nothing but the chaos and the heavy heartbeat.
Glory, get out of here. Take the next right. Keep your head down. We go!
Sped off from the scene, adrenaline is crashing, reflecting on the lifestyle and the constant clashing. Yellow tape blocking off the whole intersection. Just another casualty without a real direction. Mothers crying on the porch, news cameras roll. Another western tragedy taking its toll. But tomorrow it repeats, a never-ending cycle. Living by the barrel of a stolen assault rifle. Park the car in the alley, wipe away the prints. Ain't nobody slept a single peaceful second since. We trapped inside a maze, built of anger and pride, with nowhere left to run and ain't got nowhere to hide.
Welcome to the war zone where the color flags wave. Another young soldier headed straight into the grave. Hollow points flying through the summer evening breeze. Chalk lines drawn underneath the tall palm trees. Yeah, survival of the fittest on the rival turf. Trying to prove exactly what your reputation's worth.
That's the reality out here. Watch your colors. South Central.
Sign the release forms right here. Take your belongings out the tray. You're a free man today. Let's get out of here, man.
Waiting in the lobby of the county lockup, drinking bitter coffee from a styrofoam cup. Got the paperwork signed, finally posted the bail. Listening to the stories of the holding cell. Staring at the clock ticking on the painted wall. Remembering the static from the midnight collect call. Pacing back and forth on a sticky linoleum floor. Watching every deputy stepping through the iron door. Handing over cash to the bondsman in the suit. Ain't no time to argue, ain't no time to dispute. Sun is coming up over the downtown skyline. Hoping that the judge gonna drop the heavy fine. Trading the orange jumpsuit for the street clothes. That's the heavy struggle that the Western rider knows. Walking out the gate, breathing in the smoggy air. Leaving all the drama and the institutional despair. Yeah, the system trying to keep us locked inside a cage, but we turning over to a brand new page. Buzzer sounds off, heavy metal sliding back. Stepping out the facility, getting on the right track. Handing him the manila envelope with his keys. Feeling that sweet Pacific morning breeze. No more commissary noodles, no more lockdown. Time to get reacquainted with the native town. Public defender didn't even try to fight the case. Just another statistic in the human race. But today is a victory, small as it might seem. Keeping the survival of the neighborhood dream. Slapping 5, giving him a heavy embrace. Wiping off the exhaustion from his tired face. Oh, look back at those walls. We got a long drive ahead of us. First stop, getting a real meal. Yeah, freedom tastes good. Walking to the parking lot, throwing on the shades. Fading out the memory of the midnight raids. Fired up the engine of the Cadillac Seville. Ready to enjoy a proper home-cooked meal. Looking at the razor wire shrinking in the back. Promising to never walk along the dark track. Rolling down the window, let the radio play. Grateful to be riding on a brand new day. Navigate the freeway, leaving all the stress behind. Leaving all the heavy paranoia out of mind. Trading the orange jumpsuit for the street clothes. That's the heavy struggle that the Western rider knows. Walking out the gate, breathing in the smoggy air. Leaving all the drama and the institutional despair. Yeah, the system trying to keep us locked inside a cage, but we turning over to a brand new page. Welcome home, homie. Stay out the system. West Coast reality.
Energy flow.
Squatting by the dumpster, shaking up the dotted squares, trying to multiply the paper like a bunch of millionaires. Holding the 40-ounce bottle in the brown paper sack. Ain't no turning around, ain't no taking the wages back. Throw the point against the brick, hoping for a natural 7. Trying to turn this hellish alley into a financial heaven. $100 bills folded thick inside a rubber band. Taking every single bet from the cash right in his hand. Somebody sipping on a bottle of the E&J, flicking cigarette ashes, watching how the numbers play. Hit the point, scoop the pile, stuffing up the denim jeans. This is how we finance all the independent coastal dreams of street land flickering, casting shadows on the ground. Ain't a single police cruiser anywhere to be found. Just a circle of the hustlers trying to multiply the stack, watching for the snake eyes, keeping all the map exact. Sweat dripping down the forehead in the sticky summer heat. Every roll of the dice syncing perfectly with the beat.
Just a heavy bass and a G-funk. Just a heavy bass and a G-funk. Just a heavy bass and a G-funk. Just a heavy bass and a G-funk.
Double up the wager, somebody feeling lucky tonight. Underneath the buzzing bulb of the yellow security light, a silver chain dangling, reflecting off the broken glass. Watching the hours of the midnight slowly trying to pass. The stakes getting higher, 1,000 on the next toss. Nobody stepping in the circle trying to take a heavy loss. I rub the squares together, blow on them for the good grace. Looking at the desperation painted on the challenger's face. He put his pink slip down, betting on his custom ride. Now it's all about the focus, putting all the fear aside. Let him fly through the air, hitting on the painted wall, waiting for the final tumble, waiting for the dice to fall. And 11 pops up, the crowd is out of heavy gas, taking everything he owned right out of his shaking grasp. I scoop the car keys, pick the money off the dirty floor, leaving them with absolutely nothing but a liquor store door. Ain't no sympathy involved, this is strictly a game of chance. Everybody gotta pay the piper when they join the dance. Walk away into the shadows, pocket heavy with the loot. Never had to pull a trigger, never even had to shoot. Just the alleyway arithmetic, calculating the survival, riding out the victor without a single rival.
Just a heavy bass and a G-funk. Just a heavy bass and a G-funk. Just a heavy bass and a G-funk. Just a heavy bass and a G-funk.
Turn the music up, man. Turn the music up, man. Who invited all these people? Pass me a cut. Yeah, welcome to the West Side. Music. Stepping through the wrought iron gate, music is loud. Navigating my way through the shoulder crowd. DJ spinning wax on the Technics turntables, busting out the classics from the independent labels. Got a fresh starter jacket and the house shoes on. We gonna keep it rocking till the break of the dawn. Girls looking flawless in the bamboo earrings, ignoring all the drama that the jealousy brings. Keg in the backyard, pouring up the melt brew, kicking it exclusively with the chosen few. Bass thumping so hard that it rattles the fence, leaving the entire block in a state of suspense. Welcome to the backyard boogie, West Side Affair. Throw your hands up, wave them around in the air. From the front room floor to the grass in the back, we're keeping it completely jumping on the G-Funk track. Yeah, the summertime vibes in the Cali state. Ain't nobody tripping, ain't nobody hating the day. Check completely packed, people chilling by the stove, looking for a little quiet in the middle of the grove. Somebody trying to break dance on the linoleum tiles. Nothing but the good energy and the genuine smiles. Neighbors getting mad, dialing up the complaint line, but we ignoring the warnings, feeling totally fine. Past the sticky green circle, let it rotate right, elevating the mind on a Saturday night. People spilling drinks on the newly laid carpet. Hustlers taking a break from the underground market. Just a momentary pause from the struggle and strife, celebrating the beauty of the neighborhood life. Welcome to the backyard boogie, West Side Affair. Throw your hands up, wave them around in the air. From the front room floor to the grass in the back, we're keeping it completely jumping on the G-Funk track. Yeah, the summertime vibes in the Cali state. Ain't nobody tripping, ain't nobody hitting that. Hold up, cut the music. The cops out front, everybody stick to the plan. Don't run, just walk out the back gate. Flashing lights shining right through the blinds. People hopping over the hedges, scattering fast, hoping that the stamina is gonna last. Avoiding the badges and the heavy nightstick. Everybody moving out of the premises quick, jumping to the passenger side of the Jimmy truck, thinking
thanking the universe for the ridiculous luck. Rolling down a side street looking for the next spot, keeping the party alive while the summer is hot.
Where we headed next? Call the pager, let everybody know the new address. We don't stop, we don't stop, we don't stop, we don't stop, we don't stop. The music up. 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 Check the ball, man. We playing the 21 winner takes the pot. Turn that boombox up. West side hoops, let's get it.
Walking down the boardwalk, ocean breezes blowing. Ghetto blaster pumping, keeping everybody going. Venice Beach courts packed, waiting on the next run. Lacing up the Reebok pumps right under the hot sun. Baggy mesh shorts swaying, muscles getting loose. Sipping on a cold bottle of the tropical juice. $100 bet sitting heavy in the referee's hat. This ain't a friendly scrimmage, ain't no time for the chit chat. Tourists standing by the bleachers, snapping up a picture while we mixing up the crossover at Daily Street. Fixes smell of coconut oil blending with the salty sea. Playing for the reputation in the local royals. Welcome to the beachfront, bouncing on the hardwood. Representing for the talent in the coastal neighborhood. From the baseline, jumper to the heavy slam dunk. Gliding through the air on a wave of the G-Funk. Yeah, competition fierce when the money on the line. Working for the victory and making sure we shine. Checking up the ball, wiping sweat off the eyebrow. Showing all the challenges, exactly what we doing right now. Hit them with the hesitation, driving to the painted lane. Breaking ankles on the asphalt, bringing the pain. Trash talk echoing loud across the sandy shore. Every single bucket making everybody want some more. Taking flight above the rim, hanging for a second long. Landing on the 2 feet, feeling incredibly strong. Defense, trying to foul, grabbing on the jersey thread. But I spin around the center, staying one step ahead. Hitting the fadeaway right before the buzzer ring. Listening to the metal chains on the basket sing.
Oh, he broke his ankles.
Oh, he broke his ankle.
Count it. And the foul. Pass the ball, man. Don't hog it. We taking this whole court.
Game over, point game, taking home the grand prize. Seeing the thief erecting in the opposition's eyes. Grabbing the cash from the hat, folding up the green. Walking off the court like a king of the scene. Heading towards Santa Monica, grabbing up a cold treat. Just another successful hustle on the western street. Leaving the spectators wondering how we played a part. Mastering the street ball, turning it into an art. Welcome to the beachfront, bouncing on the hardwood. Representing for the talent in the coastal neighborhood. From the baseline, jumper to the heavy slam dunk. Gliding through the air on a wave of the G-Funk. Yeah, the competition fierce when the money on the line. Working for the victory and making sure we shine.
Making sure we shine. Who got next? We keeping the court. California's why I shine.
Silence the guard dog, toss the meat. Cut the parental wire. We got exactly 3 minutes before the silent alarm hits dispatch. Kick it open. Let's go.
Creeping through the alley with the heavy iron crowbar. Parked the getaway vehicle a couple blocks too far. Dressed in midnight apparel blended with the dark fence. Every single heartbeat is getting dangerously tense. Heard the spot holding weight for a heavy cartel. If we trigger up the lasers, it's a straight trip to hell. Tossing raw steak to the Doberman, pacing the yard. Taking out the camera system wasn't even that hard. Ski mask pulled down, gripping on the tray 8. Bypassing the deadbolt on the heavy metal gate. Adrenaline pumping, smelling the fear in the breeze. We operating like an orchestrated western disease.
This the midnight raid, kicking down the front door, leaving muddy footprints on the hardwood floor. Yeah, the gangster reality, taking what we desire. Walking out the burning building right through the fire. We emptying the safe, taking every last brick. You gotta be ruthless and you gotta move quick.
Shatter the glass, stepping into the living room space, shining the flashlight directly in the enemy's face. Zip ties on the wrist, telling them to keep it shut. Ain't no hesitation when you're moving from the gut. Locating the master bedroom, finding the hidden vault. If this operation crumbles, it's my own personal fault. Spinning the combination dial, listening for the click. The tension in the atmosphere is ridiculously thick. Heavy metal door swings open, exposing the green. The most beautiful disaster that I ever had seen. Stuffing the pillowcases full of the bundled of bands, holding the destiny of the neighborhood right in my hands.
Check the hallway.
We got 2 minutes left. Grab the jewelry off the dresser too.
Pack it up, we out.
Sirens wailing in the distance, echoing off the hills. Time to make an exit with the freshly acquired bills. Out the back window, sprinting right across the lawn. Gotta vanish in the shadows right before the break of dawn. Jump into the waiting van, sliding the heavy side door. Count the inventory sitting on the carpeted floor. Just another ruthless chapter in the criminal book. Executing perfect robberies without a second look. We don't leave a single fingerprint, we moving like ghosts. Giving all the underground legends a reason to toast.
This the midnight rain kicking down the front door, leaving muddy footprints on the hardwood floor. Yeah, the gangster reality, taking what we desire, walking out the burning building right through the fire. We emptying the safe, taking every last brick. You gotta be ruthless and you gotta move quick.
Count the shares, keep your head down till we cross the county line. West Coast survivor.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, soon.
State your name for the tag. I ain't got nothing to say to you, Suits. Just give me my phone call. Lawyer up, turn the beat on.
Chained to the table inside the Pacific Division. Detectives pushing hard, trying to blur my vision. Fluorescent bulb buzzing in this freezing tiny box. They confiscated my shoelaces and my black socks. Sliding through some Polaroids right across the 10 desk, hoping I confess to the drama and the grotesque. Good cop, bad cop, playing psychological games, trying to get me to implicate and drop a few names. I stare at the mirror knowing it's a two-way glass, watching the hours on the analog clock slowly pass. They claiming they got the fingerprints on the Teflon shell, but I'd rather take a permanent vacation in hell.
This is the silent code, buried deep in the dirt, where the snitches get handled and the traitors get hurt. Keep your mouth tightly zipped when the pressure is applied. West Coast loyalty, where the real ones reside. I plead the Fifth Amendment, never signing the sheet, taking the heavy secrets back to the western streets.
The DA walks in, holding up a yellow legal pad, telling me my situation looking incredibly bad, offering a plea bargain, 20 years to a dime if I testify about the organization and the crime. I lean back in the metal chair, giving them a grin. Ain't no way they ever gonna break the armor I'm in. No wiretaps, no audio, no solid proof, just a bunch of allegations underneath the precinct roof. You're gonna need a lot more than a circumstantial case to wipe the arrogant expression right off my face. I demand my attorney kill the tape machine. I'm the tightest lipped soldier that you ever have seen.
Sign the confession.
It'll be easier on you. I told you I don't know anybody in that photo. Time is ticking. I got all day.
Up, they gotta let me walk free. Lack of evidence defeating their entire decree. Take the handcuffs off, hand me my personal effects. Walking out the double doors, collecting all my respects. The task force furious, watching me hit the curb. Didn't give them a single syllable, noun or verb. That's the ultimate gangster tactic. Mastering the mind, leaving the frustrated detective far behind. Step out into the California evening air, knowing that the underground always playing it fair.
This is the silent code, buried deep in the dirt, where the snitches get handled and the traitors get hurt. Keep your mouth tightly zipped when the pressure is applied. West Coast loyalty, where the real ones reside. I plead the Fifth Amendment, never signing the sheet, taking the heavy secrets back to the western street.
out. See you in the streets. No statements.
Target is approaching the underpass. Block the intersection with the tow truck. Put the gas mask on, check your weapons. 3, 2, 1, hit the brakes.
Midday sunbaking the downtown grid, plotting on the transport, keeping the agenda hid. Kevlar vest strapped tight across the chest. We putting this tactical blueprint to the ultimate test. Blocking the avenue, nowhere for the truck to turn. Smell the heavy rubber as the custom tires burn. Peeling out the van with the heavy sledgehammer. Jamming up the radios with the lighted jammer. Ain't no calling dispatch, ain't no calling for the backup. This a military operation, watching how the stacks up. Tapping on the bulletproof glass with the steel tip, showing them we taking absolute control of the trip.
The daylight intercept, reaching for the payload. Operating strictly by the underground street code. Cutting through the armor, smelling the sparks fly. Reaching for the millions underneath the western sky.
Yeah, precision in the timing gotta be exact. Executing the maneuver and we never looking back. Popping the tear gas canister, rolling it beneath. Gritting up the molars right behind my teeth. Guards coughing heavy, stepping out with hands raised. Staring at the barrel, looking completely dazed. Fire up the thermal lamps, melting down the hinges. Living on the dangerous societal fringes. Sparks raining down like a golden waterfall. Ignoring the adrenaline and answering the call. Doors swing open, exposing all the canvas sacks. Loaded up with $100 bundles in the packs. Tossing every single bag right into the getaway ride. Leaving the security team totally paralyzed.
We got 60 seconds before the jammer wears off. Load the last bag, drop the thermal lamps. Let's go.
Switching up the vehicle, ditching the main van. Transfer to the sedan, following the master plan. Routing the digits through a Caribbean bank. Moving up the ladder in the underworld rank. Helicopter circling, but we already vanished. Leaving all the rival operators looking banished. Cruising down the highway, blending with the daily traffic. Turning the chaotic situation topographic. Celebrating victory while the evening news. Knowing we exactly the ones that the Yankees choose. Another major score added to the local myth. Leaving nothing but the legends that we rolling with.
This the daylight intercept, reaching for the payload. Operating strictly by the underground street code. Cutting through the armor, smelling the sparks fly. Reaching for the millions underneath the western sky.
Yeah, precision and the timing gotta be exact. Executing the maneuver and we never looking back.
We got him. Counted up at the safe house. Flawless execution.
Just trying to make it to tomorrow. Rent is due on the 1st. Gotta stay strong for the family. Let the beat cry.
Staring at the past, you notice it's stacked on the table. Trying to keep the family stable, but I barely am able. Refrigerator looking hollow, nothing but the baking soda. The weight of the universe sitting heavy on my shoulder. Minimum wage ain't cutting it, working the graveyard shift. Watching the neighborhood fade, watching the community drift. Ambulance crying in the distance, a familiar lullaby. Looking at the water stains, asking the creator why. It's a daily marathon just to keep the power flowing, while the desperation in the territory keeps on growing. Mama working double shift, feet aching from the flow. Every single dollar stretching till it cannot stretch no more.
Is the symphony of the struggle, living on the poverty line, where the sun refuses to gleam and the stars refuse to shine. Caught up in a system, fighting for a tiny crumb, waiting for the better days, praying that they finally come. Yeah, the zip code is cursed, but the spirit remains intact. Surviving on the corner where the
Step out on the cracked asphalt, avoiding the shattered glass, watching the luxury vehicles, completely ignoring past. Temptation whispering loud, promising a fast escape. But I seen too many brothers stuck inside the prison landscape, trying to find a righteous path through the valley of the shadow. Every single morning feels like stepping to a brutal battle. Eviction warning tape securely right up on the wooden door. Sometimes I gotta wonder what we even surviving for. But I look at the little kids sleeping on the faded couch. I gotta be the provider, I cannot afford to slouch. Selling off my prized possessions just to buy a little groceries. Living in a world that operates on the atrocities.
Don't let the streets swallow you.
Keep your head up.
Keep your head up.
They want us to fail, but we still breathing. One day at a time. We born into the disadvantage, starting from the bottom tier, swallowing the daily agony, swallow my silent fear. But the resilience is embedded strictly in our DNA, hoping that a miracle gon' wash the misery away. Keeping the chin elevated, pushing through the heavy storm in this forgotten territory where the tragedy is the norm. Hold on to the little faith, navigating through the maze, looking for a clearing in this heavy California haze. Ain't no golden parachutes, ain't no trust funds to rely on, just a hard mattress and a dusty pillow to cry on. But as long as the lungs fill up with the ocean breeze, we gonna keep on fighting, refusing to freeze.
Just in me of the struggle, living on the poverty line, where the sun refuses to gleam and the stars will refuse to shine. Caught up in the system, fighting for a tiny crumb, waiting for the better days, praying that they finally come. Yeah, the zip code is cursed, but the spirit remains intact. Surviving on the corner where the harshly is a fact.
Stay focused. Tomorrow is a new fight. Section 8 reality.
I'm sorry I gotta lie to your face, ma, but somebody gotta pay these bills. I can't watch you suffer no more. Yeah, listen.
Watching you scrub the floors on your hands and knees, praying to the Lord, begging him for a sudden breeze. Food stamps running out by the middle of the week. I see the dried up tears on your tired cheek. The landlord banging loudly on the front screen door, threatening to throw our belongings on the second floor. You tell me stay in school, keep my nose in the book, but the stomach rumbling gave me a different look. I put my backpack, I'm gonna tell you I'm headed to class, but I'm stepping out the building to the broken glass. I can't let you drown in this ocean of debt, so I'm making a dangerous drill on your bet.
Yeah, dear mother, I know my hands are stained, but I'm taking the umbrella cause it constantly rains. I bring the groceries home, tell you I got a grant. You planting the seeds, but I'm watering the plant. A gangster sacrifice, living the double life, walking on the edge of a sharp and western eye. No melodies here, just a cold hard truth, sacrificing the innocence of my own youth.
Beeper vibrating heavy on the leather belt, dealing with the wicked cards that the devil dealt. Whipping up the product in the Pyrex glass, standing on the corner watching the cruisers pass, slitting open the package with the razor blade. This is how the underworld local wages get paid. I see the fiends shivering in the cold night air, selling poison to the block, it ain't exactly fair. But then I think about the unpaid heat and receipt, and I get right back to dominating the street, right back to commanding the local pavement, escaping the generational neighborhood enslavement. I wash my hands with bleach before I walk in the house. I can't let her smell the streets on me. She thinks I'm a good boy, I'm just a soldier surviving. Wash the residue off before I turn the key, put on the fake smile for you to finally see. Drop the crumpled hundreds on the kitchen countertop, tell you my new boss runs a legitimate shop. You kiss me on the forehead, call me a decent man. If you knew the dark truth, you wouldn't understand. I take the burden so you don't gotta feel the weight, navigating through the system in the western hate. A mother's love blinded by the desperate need, while her only son is out here planting the poison seed. I look in the mirror, barely recognize the face, just another young casualty in the paper chase.
Yeah, dear mother, I know my hands are stained, but I'm taking the umbrella cause it constantly rains. I bring the groceries home, tell you
love you, Ma. I'm doing what I gotta do. Keep your head up.